welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is FX Major, your mentor, the only doctor that focuses on changing people's lives and the only trader that pierces through the market. And again guys, if you are new to our YouTube channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button, like this video, as it will be of so much help in letting the YouTube algorithm recognize our video, as our video will be of so much help to you, and it will also be of help to other people. With so doing, let's jump into today's market, or rather this specific episode. On this specific episode guys, I'll be analyzing US30 with you guys, as I've shared updates with you regarding gold, Nasdaq, USD ZAR, and all those types of analysis which we made. If you haven't watched those analyses, be sure to watch those analyses, as all those analyses include different strategies to use whenever you see or encounter different chart patterns, or rather different chart analysis. So if you do watch all those videos, you'll be able to grasp the strategies which we included on all those videos, which will be of so much help in letting you understand each and every analysis which you made and which you make, and understand which strategies to use on a specific analysis which you are currently doing, or rather on a certain pair which you are currently looking at. Alright, on this specific video, I'll be actually analyzing US30 with you guys, and I'll be sharing again another strategy which will actually help you to actually see proper entry points when you analyze US30. As you can see guys, we already have our daily time frame chart with us. Remember guys, that each time you analyze, you have to have your daily chart time frame chart with you to actually see the overall move of the market, and to actually know and see what the market is actually doing and what the market is actually going to do when time goes on. So that actually helps you in letting you see and know what the market will do and the overall move of the market. Alright, seeing that we now have our daily time frame or other chart with us, we can see that we had a bit of a beautiful move from this type of structure, which was our change of market structure, right? So seeing that this was a change of market structure, we can also see that this was a bit of a different chart pattern, which is the inverse head and shoulder, ranging in this type of formation, whereby we had our left arm and created a left shoulder, a bit of an upturn to the upside, and a bit of an impulse move to downside, and a head which resulted with this double bottom which you see here, and an up move to the upside, or rather an impulse move to the upside, and then a bit of a right arm which we have here, and also a right shoulder before continuing with the market. So we can see that US30 was actually moving in quite a beautiful market structure prior, but currently we can see that all that move resulted to actually US30 shooting to the upside, or rather having a beautiful impulse move to the upside after this test of this right shoulder which we had here on the previous inverse head and shoulder. So we can see that from that test which took place at this point here, the market moved with impulse moves to the upside, and then currently what we are currently seeing is that we have a bit of a consolidation at this type of structure here. Well, most people won't see this as a consolidation, but the reason being why I'm seeing this as a consolidation is that on our prior, or rather previous upload, I explained to you guys that each time we have an impulse move, whether to the upside or to the downside, we will eventually experience a consolidation, because the market would have been exhausted from giving us those huge impulse moves. The market would be a lot exhausted due to the impulse moves which it has given us. Therefore, at this point here, we can see that we had a huge impulse move to the upside, and now we are currently having a consolidation. But then this consolidation here might seem as a double top type formation, or rather an M chart formation, because seeing this, we can see that we have a top here and a second top here, which this might result in a double top and also an M type formation, because we can see with this drawing which you can be making here. But however, seeing that this is not an M-type formation, we can see that the market is trying to continue or rather go to the upside. Hence why I said that this is not an M-type formation, because if it was an M-type formation, we were actually going to experience or expect the market to shoot with the sales to the downside. But however, with this scenario, or rather with this case, we are having a different chart pattern, which is a consolidation chart pattern. Let's not regard this as an M-type formation, because this is actually a consolidation. Guys, as I've explained on our previous uploads, that this is a consolidation rather than an M-type formation. Hence why we have a different move, which is resulting to a move to the upside, you see. And again, guys, I've said on our previous post on Facebook, I think I've shared with you guys that I'll be actually hosting a free Zoom session with 120 lucky subscribers. So I'll be choosing random subscribers from our YouTube channel. I'll be choosing 120 random subscribers who are going to join us in the Zoom session, whereby I'll be teaching you guys each and everything you need to know and have to know about Forex as a whole for probably, I think, 2 months. I'll be teaching you guys for like 2 months max, to make sure that each and everything I teach you will be of so much help in letting you understand Forex as a whole, and that you do not forget each and everything that we will be teaching you. Hence why I say that we will be teaching you for like 2 months, which will be of huge benefit to you guys. So if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to be part of those 120 random subscribers, which I'll be choosing to join us for our Zoom learning session. Okay, so we can see with this here that we are no longer expecting the market to be an M-type formation, but rather a different chart pattern, which is this chart pattern, right? So seeing that this is what we are actually expecting, we can tell that, let me remove this arrow here because that's not what we're currently expecting, and let me jump into the market so that you can properly see. Okay, seeing that we have this as a bit of an M-type formation, right? Seeing that we have this as a bit of an M-type formation, can see that the market did not do that. So we are currently seeing this as a different chart pattern, because if it was an M-type formation, we are actually going to expect the market from that point there to shoot to the downside, and probably this point here, or probably somewhere this point here. But however, the market decided to take a different turn against the chart pattern, which we were actually looking at, expecting and seeing. So with this, we can say that, or we can tell that US30 has a 50-50 chance of respecting chart patterns and a 50 chance of not respecting chart patterns, because if you can look prior, it respected this chart pattern, right, which was an inverse head and shoulder. But with this chart pattern, it's not actually catering for this M-type formation, guys. It's not actually respecting this M-type formation, meaning that this M-type formation is a false M-type formation to actually take a lot of people out of the market, or rather to get more people to trade and lose their money, because with this is not a proper M-type formation, because of this rejection which is taking place at this level here. From this point, I'd actually expect the market to either shoot to the upside, to come and test this point as a dead touch before continuing to the downside, or at this point here to continue with the sales. But however, we cannot tell or rather predict the market by just doing that, but however by diving deeper into the market. So let's jump into a 4-hour time frame. Alright, with a 4-hour time frame, I'm seeing a bit of a beautiful type of structure which the market had to actually respect, guys, because as you can see, this top here is a clear and a clean top, guys, which we had to actually expect the market to do, or rather the market to actually touch on, or rather pinpoint those touches, because at this point here, this was our highly confirmable trades, because if, let's say, we had taken this trade from here, imagine all those moves which we were going to experience from that point there until to the downside. I think the reason why the market decided to take a bit of a turn or a change at this point here is because of the impulse moves which it gave out to a lot of people. Because of these impulse moves, it gave out to a lot of people, and also this head and shoulder which took place. Let me jump into our 1 hour and see if this was a beautiful head and shoulder. Yes, this was a beautiful head and shoulder which took place, or rather which US30 did, because of, we can see that we had the left shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder before shooting to the upside. So I'd say that it's actually not a 50-50 chance, but however, probably at 75 and a 25 chance that the market will respect and the market won't respect chart patterns, because we can see that this head and shoulder was respected and our previous, or rather prior, inverse head and shoulder was respected. So I'd say with US30 that US30 actually respects more of head and shoulders, unlike it does on just double touches or double touches. So on the head and shoulder, I'd say that US30 does actually respect those patterns. Hence why I said that each time you analyze, you have to dive deeper into the market to see what the market is actually doing, to see the full view and the full story of what the market is actually doing and trying to do currently and upcoming days or weeks or even months, to see fully what the market is actually trying to do. So we can see now with US30 that US30 doesn't respect double bottoms or double tops, right? But however, it respects mostly head and shoulders, whether inverse head and shoulder or proper head and shoulder. So with this here, we can see that at this current market structure, we can expect US30 to probably come to the downside from this point here. Reason being that I can see that with our previous head and shoulder, the market respected the previous head and shoulder, and it showed us that it has a lot of impulses or other volatility to continue with the sells. So we can see that there was high impulse moves with the sells at this point here, be it of a consolidation, and high impulse moves with the sells, and the market is actually trying to reverse and probably test a certain level before continuing to the downside. So at this point here, I wouldn't say that this is our confirmable move or entry point, because the market does not, or the US30 does not respect touches, right, which is the top touch and bottom touches as it did here. Let me go back to a 4-hour time frame. We can see that this was a touch here, right, and the market decided to come to the downside and came to test this touch, but instead of the market continuing to the downside, it decided to break that level and is trying to create a bit of its own move. Hence why I say that the US30 does not mostly respect touches. But let's go to a 1-hour time frame. With the 1-hour time frame, we can see that US30 is having a bit of an unsure move of where to go. But however, this is a fundamental week, guys, or rather first fundamental month, whereby we'll be expecting NFP to take place, FMOC to take place, and CPI to take place. Hence why the market is a bit unsure at this area here of what it wants to do. But however, if the market does break either or any of our levels here, if the market does break our rectangle, that's where we'll take proper trades, either to the upside or either to the downside, because I'll actually have to wait and be patient for all this move to be clear, to be broken, that and have more confidence and have more proper entry point for us to take proper trades. But however, looking at this, I can tell that that US30 has to come to the downside, because we saw what gold did prior, right? Gold had a lot of moves, or rather a lot of volatility and strength against the US dollar, meaning that the US dollar is now losing strength from other currencies or other pairs which it might be paired with. So we can tell that since US30 is part of the US is part of the US economy, so we will expect that US30 loses strength too, meaning that from this point here, I'd expect US30 to sell, and from that point there, I'd expect US30 to buy. But these buys here, which I'm actually looking at, won't be much proper buys, because I've told you guys that US30 does not respect much more of the double tops, right? It does not respect much more of the M-type formation. But however, with this one, I'll expect gold to sell before continuing to the downside, meaning that at this point here, I'll expect US30 to take the buys after going to the downside. But however, I'll send an update, or rather video updates on what to actually do on this specific US30 trade or analysis, whether to buy or to sell, and what will be my entry point and where will be my entry point, to actually be able to trade with us, guys. As I've said prior, that I'll be sharing analysis and entry points and also signals through our YouTube videos. Hence why I suggest that each and everyone subscribe to our YouTube videos to not miss out on any updates or any uploads that we are going to make. However, I'll send an update on US30 on what to do on US30, so be sure that your notification button or that your notification bell is hit and on, that you do not miss out on any uploads that we are going to make. I'll send an update on US30 and trade with you guys. Otherwise, much love from me to you guys. This is FX Major Mentor, the only doctor that focuses on changing people's lives and the only trader that pierces through the market. And I'm signing out.